welcome to another escape route stream. Got it all set up nice and spooky. Just need to make sure everything's coming up. I just need to see it on my stream preview. I also need to make sure that the volume level for the Scooby-Doo game is about half. Okay, we're basically good to go. Spooky Streams is upon us. Oh, my controller's not active. Hopefully I don't have to Alt F4 and reload. Harold McSloth, welcome. First spooky stream of the year? Yeah, we were gonna wait until the 1st of September, but I'm itching to get started. And given the tumultuous nature of where I find myself currently in terms of employment and other such things, it's nice to take my mind off that and just play some Scooby-Doo. So that's what I'm going to do. Let me know if the volume level of the game is okay. You should be able to hear the game. You should also be able to hear me. This is the PC version. This is the very rare PC version. Yes.
Since the snack after lunchtime snack.
Shaggy, Scooby, you guys are going to love me. The Keystone Castle.
Somebody uploaded this to Internet Archive recently.
Food festival?
It was almost like a calling, you know, because I said I was going to stream this, and then it happened.
It's beautiful.
So I played the first level of this, like the first stage and the chase section, for an existential on Wii, and it was so good, I decided I was going to wait until Halloween and do it on Halloween.
To make room for the trophies we're totally gonna be bringing back.
I'd really love
Hopefully
to
it's
go,
not too
but
warm
I
for me to be
promised
wearing
we'd
a
help my cousin Anna win her
hoodie,
school talent
baseball cap,
contest.
in the dark.
I've heard St. Louis High has the biggest cafeteria in
I should have really sorted myself up with a better lighting situation here, but
Cafeterias always have
here's the
the
thing,
best
if I turn
customers.
on any of my lights,
So as
it will
much
be
as
too
I'd love
bright.
To see that castle, can Anna count on us?
Totally. With Scoob and my
Very
sweet
warm
dance
gamer
moves in her
attire.
head, she'll get a first place trophy. Then we can go eat our way to ours.
So this game, my immediate first impressions playing it on Wii was, this is Lego Star Wars. And sure enough, it basically is Lego Star Wars. So on the Wii version, straight up, the movies function is there straight away, and you can watch all of the game's cutscenes. Laughter on, subtitles on, rumble on. Oh, there. Oh, that's good. Oh. Alright, let's get started. I'm hoping this is a nice long game with a lot of content. Yeah, the canned laughter is so good. Was there canned laughter in, Night of 100 Frights? That's probably my favorite Scooby-Doo game. Because of the musical number with Tim Curry at the end is just, it's so good.
In the name of the gods. Ms. Hilkin? Is that you?
Ask yourself, where does Miss Hilkin go? I love that Cam Clark is in this game. I'm looking forward to hearing him again. No, you wait until your birthday to show that you're not that desperate for the
I
cash.
can't wait to see Anna. Thanks for helping her out, guys.
No problem, Daphne. We're happy to help, right, Scoob? Scooby-Dooby-Doo!
This is such a good-looking game.
Let's split up. We'll find Anna faster that
Console owners were robbed.
Like we'll search
This
in
game
this
would have looked
direction.
nice on
Right,
Xbox
Scoob?
360 or PS3.
way. Right.
If we're gonna dance at Anna's contest, we need to find the cafeteria.
And it plays so smoothly, and it has Xbox button prompts. So really, it's a shame this didn't get a HD console port. This and its sequel are lovely looking games.
Yum, yum, yum.
I'm looking forward to finally giving them a play. mean, I've had this on Wii for years,
Like we copy.
and I never had a reason to get around to it. Played it briefly on my Existential on Wii streams and went, ooh,
Like cool, man.
this is really good.
Velma.
Yeah.
Hey, Sushi. So I'm retreading old ground at the moment, but once we sort of make it through the second level, we'll reach new ground and it'll all be new to me from there on. Played a little bit of this to check it was working, and it's such a good port. It's so smooth. It's like the game was meant to be played with a controller like this. Did this get a PS2 port? I do wonder. It's definitely of that era, isn't it? I know it was on Wii. Are you restreaming this? No, I'm doing a proper full playthrough. We very briefly played it on Existential on Wii. Have you ever played Monsters, Inc. Scream Team for PS1? Is that the game that got released on PS2 under another name? Because I remember that game coming out right on the cusp of the PS2. So there was like a highly incomplete game released on PS2 in its place. Yeah, Scare Island, right, yeah. Because, I remember that Scare Island game basically not having a game over. Not having a lose condition. And it's because they couldn't get round to programming it in time. That game was so rushed. But, I mean, I've heard of worse things, you know, like that Jak and Daxter racing game that kills PS2 consoles.
All right, Scoob. We've got to be quiet sneaking around here. If a teacher finds us, we're like history, man.
We gotta be quiet.
Dude, a Scooby medallion. Get it?
Scooby medallion? Oh man, that's worth like a ton of Scooby snacks.
Snack time.
So we're going to see Anna in a second. I just want to say, you know, ignoring the fact that she's polygons, she's still kind of cute in a weird way.
Snack time.
That's all.
That's worth like 500 Scooby snacks.
Pan up. Oh yeah.
What are you doing back there?
We're Shaggy and Scooby, garden inspectors.
Of course, of course.
Shaggy and Scooby? I've heard of you. I'm Anna.
Anna?
The animations are really good for a game
We're
that
here to, like, help
you get
win your
you get the
contest.
impression as a throwaway title. The animations are
And now
The
I need
animations
some
are really
real
good.
help. We haven't been able
Even
to
the way
finish
she
a
sort of
single
looks away
Christmas
for a
ever
little
since
bit
the
and then
Phantom
comes back.
started haunting the theater.
Oh, Dog's Life.
Phantom.
Phantom.
Yeah, the Phantom of the High School
Where's
Musical.
Shaggin?
He keeps terrorizing us whenever we're in the theater. Ms. Hilkin still isn't happy with our performance, and the contest is this weekend.
Ms. Hilkin?
The drama teacher.
Okay.
Ask
but first,
yourself,
like, if we're gonna go
where
find
is
food-
Mrs. Hilkin?
Phantom. We need to
Was
know.
enfant
Is there a
terrible.
cafeteria here?
The terrible
Right
children.
past that building. But why?
Gotta get some energy if we're gonna help you win your contest. Like my
The director's cut of this game, and I thought I already had a rare version here by having the like Polish PC release. Runs really nicely on Win 10. Like,
we found Anna. Oh, and
no
watch out
trickery,
for
no
Anna.
jiggery pokey required. It just works. It just works.
Yellow. No,
It just works, like Starfield.
like a phantom.
You know, I've set up all this spooky streams, right? I'm still probably going to end up streaming some Starfield when that comes out on the 6th. Inspector Dagada. I might return to that game, because it is unfortunate that there was no sound when I streamed it. Something to do with XSplit, just its recent update being, you know... Me saying an XSplit update isn't very good, you know. Does the Pope shit in the woods? But still, something in that XSplit update really messed up the way device sound works. Now, for some reason, this Hop Hog, I can still set the microphone on it to the microphone built in. But that old Roxio and the Hop Hog that I have in the office, yeah, like, it sounded like Inspector Gadget was saying the C word. When he was using his coat, it sounded like he was saying another 4-letter C word. It was very funny. And I wish you all could have heard it. Yeah, you get the impression that this game is something of like a throwaway title.
Hey, Scoob, I'm a crackpot.
But it's...
I mean, crack shot. Come over here, like swap to me.
It's really not like a throwaway.
Hey,
It has a...
switch. Hey, up there,
There's a real
Scoob.
quality to
Can't
it.
you, like, smell that cafeteria taste? A pressure switch. Like over
It's
there.
gonna be the next meme, like, very, very funny. It's gonna take over the internet. I'm waiting for my moment, you know. My moment to shine. When my disgusting memes become hugely popular.
Like at the same time, man. Like it's grapple time, man. I can get up there. Scooby, the dog door. Dog door, you go, me, Sloppy Joes.
And each character has their own abilities. It really is like playing a Lego Star Wars game. Just notice my mouse... Oh. My mouse cursor keeps doing weird things.
Man, the food's right down this hole.
Yeah, dog
Back to
treats
the
instead of
drawing board,
studs. And
Scooby-Doo.
I don't think there's a ×4 snacks multiplier.
I haven't even had dinner, and like I'm already being deserted.
YouTube Sorry, Velma. Sorry. YouTube still, you know,
We'll never find Anna if we have to search
it
in the
has
dark.
a feature whereby
By the looks of things,
if it
that's the power
senses
shed right
that a
there.
message
The
is
generator should be
targeted
inside.
abuse, it won't let it through. The problem is, it's not very intelligent. And it will see things as targeted abuse when they're not. If it thinks that a message is targeted abuse, it will block it. Even if it's from a trusted user or a wrench, it will block it.
Jinkies, that switch is huge. See if you can turn it, Fred.
Yeah, it needs to be Fred to do it, because, you know, Velma's not strong enough to turn a crank. That seems a bit... I don't know. Sexist? I would say don't let Anita Sarkeesian, you know that, but
If we get those
that
big
show is
documents
over
on,
now.
we'll be able to see a whole lot better.
That's
Maybe I could use
That's
that device
extinct.
to turn them on.
Velma can operate terminals.
Silly Velma. I need to press the buttons in the right order. Too easy.
So this is kind of like how the Lego scientist astronaut blocks work in Lego City Undercover.
Look, Velma, clues.
Jinkies! Look how many there are. We'll need them all to piece the clue together.
White glove?
Daphne, come in. Do you copy? Daphne here. Hi, Velma. The boys
She throwing
found
books?
Anna, and apparently we've got a phantom
Do you
on
think
our
Velma would just waste quality books like that?
hands. The phantom may be on our hands, but he's missing a glove on one of his. Keep an eye out for clues. When one of us finds a way into the school, we'll all meet up. Okay, Daphne out.
Scooby-Doo PSP game. I'll have to keep that in mind.
Hey, kids!
Hey, it's Cam Clark!
Coach Hayes, Fred Jones. I remember you from when your school used to play ours.
Fred Jones, the star quarterback. Your
Les
spectacular
enfants
pass
terribles.
really stole the game away from us, son.
Sorry, sir, but thanks, sir.
So you'll be at the sports carnival this weekend?
This weekend? But the talent show's this weekend.
Ha, that's what Ms. Hilkin thinks.
Pardon?
Ms. Hilkin, the drama teacher. Well, think about it. How do they ever hope to win the talent contest if they can't even finish a dress rehearsal?
Yeah, that is tough to do when there's a phantom in the house.
Just as well, as far as I'm concerned. My star player is in that show.
Well, our friend's cousin's in the show, too, so we need to help them get phantom-free.
Well, a word of advice. Ask Miss Hilkin where she was every time the phantom appeared.
Tell me, Snake. Do you know where Mrs. Hilkin was? I don't understand, Liquid. Mrs. Hilkin, the drama teacher, Snake. Find out where she was every time the Phantom appeared. Snake, don't fall for his lies! Liquid's just trying to trick you. The enemies just, like, disappear in a puff of smoke. There's real mystical shit going on here. The Bone Zone. Skeleton Metal.
Hey, wait for me! I could get across on that pole.
Ah, there's a lot of poles you could get across on. Okay. Just the tip. Okay. I'll behave. Oh,
What? Scooby-Doo, I thought you were brave.
ah, now we have a health bar.
What you're doing?
I don't think so.
Aha, free health.
Want it again? Oops, sorry. And smash.
There's just something really, like, captivating about running around and mashing eggs and kicking things. I never really thought about how useful any single member of the Scooby-Doo team was, because, you know, they're such a good team that works so well together. I never really considered any one of them as being, like, useless or perhaps of less use. There's definitely, you know, Fred is probably the most useful, but if I had to pick a most useful member of the Scooby-Doo team, just because he's the one that drives them everywhere. Which therefore makes him the most useful. I've never really considered it. Without Fred, they'd all have to walk everywhere. Scooby starts chasing me with the sausages. He's not gonna hit me though. Son of a bitch. Well, technically, because, you know, a bitch is a female dog, and Scooby-Doo is a male dog, therefore he is the son of a bitch. There is nothing wrong with what I said. That is a matter of fact. Yeah. Shaggy and Scooby definitely have a talent for finding clues. Yes, put the Scooby snacks on the electrified water. That's... Right, okay. Sure, a lot of Scooby snacks, yeah. Just like a Lego game. Tons of collectibles. That's what makes Lego games so much fun, though. Just how many things explode into collectibles. Oh, wee! Oh, I don't think so! I wonder which stereotype they're going for here. I tell you, it isn't Czechoslovakian. That's got to have been a plot point, right? How did you get in here? Scooby-Doo. I see. You were being chased by the Joker, so he knows the location of the Batcave. I know there's been at least one crossover of Adam West Batman and Scooby-Doo. Ah. Scooby and Shaggy drive off with the Batmobile, and then Batman comes out yelling. He takes premium, dude! Premium! This really isn't a good look. You turn up to a rival school and you destroy all of their furniture. Hey, Jacob. It's nice to see a lot of people in here today. A lot of love for Scooby-Doo, and rightfully so.
I think we'll have some too.
Stop it!
Stop it!
Snacks for my friend Scooby.
Scooby-Doo is cool. Scooby-Doo is cool. Yeah, I wouldn't consider myself like a hardcore fan of Scooby-Doo. But I mean, I watched a lot of Scooby, Scrappy-Dappy-Doo, Scooby, Scrappy-Dappy-Doo as a kid. Because that got played a lot on Cartoon Network when I was growing up.
Don't think so.
Puppy power! This is the 4th time Spooky streams. Technically the 5th, but Spooky streams in 2021 was like 2 Fortnightmare streams, and that was it. So, you know, I consider this the 4th year of Spooky streams, even though it's technically the 5th. I wanted an excuse to make an IV, as in like blood pun, you know? Because, you know, horror. Oh no, ads have been inserted. I forgot I have that turned on. Well, it's only a boss fight. A boring boss fight, nonetheless. In a boring stream! I don't know why I bother! Come here! Come here! Running around fighting Grunty the Witch. Scooby-Doo, you think you're so hot? I don't care, climb in my pot. Yeah, okay, that works. Come on!
Hey, good work, guys.
Come on, Scoob. Gotta find those clues.
Clues?
Right.
Well, I didn't have satellite,
Sure,
except
Shaggy.
for a very short period of time where we did have satellite. And during that very short period of time we had satellite, I watched a lot of Cartoon Network. Velma is looking tasty. I'm not quite sure about her design in this, but yeah, I mean, out of the 2 Scooby-Doo girls. But if we're talking the entire Scooby-Doo canon, the 3 Hex girls are way above anybody in the regular Scooby-Doo canon. The Hex girls are incredible. Oh! I'm playing Mickey Mania.
We're sorry, like, for whatever. Yikes. Come on, Shaggy.
Yeah, go on, Shaggy.
It's all over, man.
Oh shit, I missed the Scooby-Doo medallion. That's worth like 500 Scooby snacks. Fat me. Jinkies, I can't see without my glasses. Jinkies, I can't be seen without my glasses. Yeah, oh shit, that's another thing Scooby-Doo's crossed over with. So many things. Oh right, everything from here is completely new to me. Is that Fred?
Lover, over there.
Come on, Frank.
Wow, Fred runs around in full
Scooby Snacks.
American footballer gear. Okay. A bit weird, but eh. I can live with it. A little strange.
Keep them coming.
Yeah. Velma's got some energy that can't be denied. Joker planned to kidnap Mark Hamill, and then Mark Hamill went on to voice the Joker. That is scary. That's one of them, what do we call it? Coinky dinks. Maybe it's about time I watched King of the Hill. Have like the first season on DVD. I should at least rip it, and you know. If I watch a couple of episodes and see what I think. Because I think the humor in it would appeal to me now more as an adult than it did when I struggled to understand it as a kid. That requires Fred.
Excusez-moi.
Excusez-moi!
Sacré bleu.
I think it's empty.
Ah. Aha! How does one get up there? Yeah. Come on, Daphne, you can do it. Oh, there we go. One of the ghosts had it. Coach's whistle.
Velma, come in, Velma.
This is Velma. Over.
We found a clue in the library, and I think it belongs to someone you know. It's a whistle.
A coach's whistle.
Oh, this was long after the fact. Okay, fair enough.
Keys. We'll keep looking. If the Phantom is Coach Hayes, Ms.
One.
Hilton's the only one who can confirm our suspicions. We need to find her.
Right.
Who?
Found anything interesting in the science rooms?
Nope, not yet.
Okay.
3.
Daphne out.
Velma out.
The canned laughter! Oh my god, there was canned laughter on the radio!
Here we go.
3, 1, 2. 3, 1, 2. 31 is number 2.
Cool. A trophy.
Ever think it's funny that they're called Scooby Snacks?
Looks like I can't collect it. Maybe I've already collected it. Up we go.
Look, that switch could help.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't wearing that outfit before. Is this because I picked up that outfit in level 1? That it automatically applied it? Yeah. I have to go back and turn that off, because that outfit's annoying me so much.
Well, Scooby will love these.
Wonder what I spend Scooby Snacks on. If it's like concept art, or I get to actually buy outfits. It can't just be a score thing. There's gotta be something to spend it on. Oh, I see. I keep forgetting, for some people this was like one of their first games or one of their childhood games. You know. In my head, everybody grew up with Sonic the Hedgehog 1 and Super Mario Bros. 3, you know? Because that's what I grew up with. There's people who grew up with Wii Sports, you know, as their first game. That's crazy to think.
Teamwork. We've got to pull it at the same time. Okay, here we go.
That's a shit ton of skins. But again, that just reminds me of the Lego Star Wars games.
Pow!
Oh, someone tell Streets of Rage and Final Fight that Scooby-Doo is ripping off, you know, the enemies on the lift trope. I'm not sure what this adds from a gameplay point of view. That's Shaggy Norville Rogers power.
Jeepers! Want it again?
Scooby-Doo.
More snacks.
This underground library, like, reminds me of Maho Sensei Nagima. That has, like, an underground library like this. Like, platforms made out of books and stuff like that. A remake, I'm not so sure, but, like, a remaster, like, take these games and just, like, improve the graphics a little. It's still very playable. Yeah. I guess if you wanted a game like this now, the closest middleware, like, shovelware developer would be Outright Games. So one of Outright Games studios would work on this. Not Outright Games. Yeah, Outright Games. So one of their smaller development teams would be who you would go to for a Scooby-Doo game nowadays. And I played some decent Outright Games titles, you know? I've played Paw Patrol Karting, which is by a developer called 3D Clouds, published by Outright Games. They are best at kart races, and they are slowly getting good at kart races. It's taken them about 6 games, but they're starting to get good at kart races. But they wouldn't be the studio I would put on a Scooby-Doo title like this. I put whoever it was who worked on that Star Fox clone, DC Super Pets, Legend of Crypto and Ace. Yeah, Paw Patrol World, I'm looking forward to that. That'll be out around about the same time that the new Paw Patrol movie is out, I would expect. In which case, that will be coming out. That Paw Patrol movie comes out on the same day as Saw X, and I am 5 Saw movies into the franchise so far. Over the space of the past week, I've watched 5 Saw movies. So I'm looking to maybe do Jigpaw this year. Go watch Paw Patrol and then watch Saw X. Make a day out of it.
Wow, Scooby, I love these. I did it!
Because I'll be able to follow Saw X, because I'll have watched all the Saw movies by then.
Jackie will have some too.
I get it, you don't need to pull the camera to it, I can see it. You guys choose to light it up for our benefit, so... Oh yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's is this year! I want to go see that too. I've been making a special effort to go to the cinemas more, you know? I saw Mario Brothers this year. I want to go see Five Nights. I want to go see Saw X and Paw Patrol. If I can only see one, then it will be Saw X, obviously.
Oh no, here we go. Alright, you asked for it. Snacks for Scooby!
Get up there. Yeah! That's right. Well, yeah, I'm saying, people are saying Saw Patrol, right? I like that, but I like Jigpaw more, right? Jigpaw just sounds better. So, I'd like to go see Jigpaw, but if I can only do one, it will be Saw X. I'm really getting into that franchise. I really like its characters and its writing. Yeah, it's, you know, it's not a very good movie franchise, but I'm getting a ton of enjoyment out of it nonetheless. It's schlocky, but it's fun.
Freddy, I don't know about this snooping backstage. We could get in trouble.
Relax, Daphne. No one will be here this late.
No one will be here this late, Daphne. So put out. Oh, Fred.
So unoriginal. Want it again?
Scooby can have some of mine.
Ooh,
Ooh,
wear
Velma
this all the
Bandito.
time.
Does it apply automatically? No. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, you kids! Nobody's
so
supposed to be back here. What are you doing?
We're trying to help. We're looking for clues to keep the show from being haunted.
You must be Miss Hilkin.
That's right. The drama teacher here, 22 years now. So, you've heard of our disturbances.
Anna's my cousin. We're worried about her.
Well, that phantom has been a big nuisance.
We were told you were never around when he shows up.
Well,
So, Miss Hilkin, the Phantom's around, and Ms. Hilkin isn't.
That sure doesn't sound like Ms. Hilkin.
Anna told me she used to be a prize-winning actress. She even won a golden
maybe she's just
Square.
really scared of Miss Hilkin.
Don't you think it's strange that
Oh,
Miss
yeah, that's
Hilkin
right!
disappears every time the
Matthew
Phantom
Lillard
appears?
is playing
little too strange,
William
if you ask
William Afton. I can't wait to see him engage in the bite of 87
Velma, come in, Velma.
on cinema screens.
It looks like we have a new prime suspect. We just met
Hey,
Ms.
Vlad.
Hilkin.
This is Vlad. This is Lego Star Wars with Scooby-Doo characters.
We'll keep looking for clues.
It's really legit. It's way more legit than it has any right to be.
Scooby can have some of mine.
Yeah, it's a Lego game in pretty much all but name. You destroy scenery. You collect studs, or in this case, Scooby snacks. You switch between two characters.
They look tasty.
When you have more than two characters, you have a quick wheel that you can use to switch. Each one has a special ability that interacts with a certain thing. No, Taurus Games. Good old Taurus Games. Everybody's favorite shovelware developer. That's what's so mad about this. Ooh, boss. But I want to switch Daphne's costume on.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
So how do I enable it? Extras? No. Okay. Well, I'm not sure how I enable it, but okay. Yeah, this is way better than I was expecting. Oh, musical number. Here we go.
Here you are, and how lucky you're the star. But it just might not end so well for you. For you be that mystery through. You know I'll see my plans through. What I'm saying is no talent show for you. I don't know why they even put it on that day. Oh no, what I say. Come now, Skulls. That's your cue. Show these
Oh
kids
my
what you
god.
can. Come on, kids, now just go on. What are you doing?
This has such a
You're going to spoil your
vibe.
Don't you think they'll get a fright when they hear you're out at night and not tucked into your bed tight? Yes, I'm going to rat on you, 'cause that's just what phantoms do. Oh, and you are just in time to see the smooth defensive line. Stay away from that device. What if you turn out the lights? Just go! Why do you rats have to be so bold? Have you kids even solved a grand mystery I behold? I don't think, more like mystery thinks. The talent show.
Okay, the Phantom is the coach because this is Cam Clark singing, and it's glorious. Snake, have you heard my opera? It's Les Miserables. It's Les Miserables, Snake. turn off that machine. Got it. I know, right? This is nuts! Taurus making a game this good. But I do love Taurus games. Like, as a developer, they put out stuff that is, you know, tested, working, robust. Like, they put out that that Duke Nukem game for GBA, and that has no right being as good as it is. Ouch! This is really good! The music's great too! Ouch! I love this. Oh, this is so good. Who's the villain? What happens if I pick the wrong one?
Man, like the curtains closed on this musical.
What? But where's Ms. Hilkin?
Right here.
She was just scared.
Not me. Whenever I thought the Phantom was around, I ran to protect my most precious possession. A golden square. I won for the performing I used to do. I predict someday Anna will have one too.
But why did the coach do it?
Simple. For the love of the game. He knew he needed a full team to have a chance at winning this weekend's game.
So like he sabotaged the show.
Exactly.
Then the coach hooked himself up to the wiring in the theater, making it look like he could fly.
And I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you meddling kids.
Well, it sounds like his next play will be a gripping courtroom drama.
I need a clip of that, so it could be. And Snake, I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids. Oh man. New costumes are available for purchase. Tell me more.
Scooby-Doo.
So how does this work? Do I get... Is it like a free mode thing? Oh, maybe I don't have access to free mode until I beat the game. What'd you get for guessing it right? Why does it say Steph 41 Min? No, that's Steph 41 months. Anybody who is a current member, their name and their membership shows up. So, Steph has been a member for 41 months. Thank you very much, Steph. Maybe I get more Scooby snacks for getting it right. Oh. Giant robot.
Oh boy, Dagwood dogs, like here we come.
Yum, yummy, yummy.
Jeepers, I can't believe we've come all this way so you guys can practice your eating.
Practice? Like we're already divas of digestion.
Hey, it's
I
closed.
look forward to it.
What?
Might not see the third one today. It depends how long the second
This place never closes.
second episode takes.
Come on, gang. It looks and sounds like we've got a mystery on our hands. Dagwood dogs.
Hopefully, they'll still be waiting for us in their little kennels. Screams? That way.
Dagwood dogs.
The other way. And that's where we're going. Come on, Scoob.
Yeah, you know, this video game just tells you should go around and bash people's cars. You see a car in the street, just smash it. Okay, gang. Yeah, well, it's meant to be like them as youngsters, right? Or young, like... It's like the young version of the characters. YT ads are aggressive. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's because I've made them aggressive. You can skip them, though. The skippable ones. I won't run non-skippable. Because they annoy me so much. I'm a bit concerned the second game is going to only take place in a swamp. Because it's called the Spooky Swamp, right? Whereas this one, you know, it's called First Frights. It implies more than one fright, right? We'll be doing the second one next month at some point.
Like a lever, man.
Closer to Halloween.
Got it.
It's lucky Shaggy has that power, otherwise the two would be stuck in the sewer. Have you seen the Scooby-Doo's dumb friend Dum Dum? Scooby-Dum, yeah. Scooby-Dum, and there's also the Scooby-Doo's sexy girlfriend, Scooby-Dee. Speaking of sexy and girl, these dolls! I love them. They're amazing. Scooby-Dum was his cousin. I wouldn't be surprised if Scooby-Dee was his cousin as well, and Scooby was just, you know, trying to get double... Yeah, double the fun. Scooby-Dee, I think she was pink, and she had eyelashes. And then there's Scooby-Dum. He's the grey one. I mean, Scooby-Dum reminded me a lot of Goober from Goober and the Ghost Chasers. Like they just reused animation cells or something. Or drawing reference. Does anybody remember Goober and the Ghost Chasers? We're in the company of Scooby-Doo. What you don't know.
Take that! Oh, man. Snack time!
Another Scooby-Doo clone with a
This is
cat.
fun!
I don't remember that one. I remember Goober and the Ghost Chasers. I think there was a show with a caveman. It might have been the caveman from Wacky Races. I can't remember. It was like Unga Bunga and the Caveman Caper or something like that. They made so many cartoons, and they just hoped one would... Yeah, they hoped one would stick, right? And Scooby-Doo is the one that stuck. Talking car rings a bell. One with a ghost, but not a cat. One that was like a ghost... I remember like a Casper the Friendly Ghost type thing. So many of them. I'm sure a whole bunch of them are like lost media at this point. Oh yeah, spooky carnivals. Nothing says scary like a spooky carnival. Oh, the Scooby crossovers all, like, cross together. Like, Goober and the Ghost Chasers crossed over with, like, the Ghost Cat. Did any of those cross over with the WWE? Or just Scooby-Doo and Tom and Jerry? And the Flintstones? I love that we live in a world where, like, Fred Flintstone has met John Cena. Like, that's just wild to me. This is a very unusual toy tag.
And just call me Clue Finder.
Oh, these things are adorable! Oh, wasn't there, like, something called, like, Funkies or something that looked a lot like these? Actually, these look a lot like Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. I think it's the eyes.
Hungry Hound and Starving Jags to base camp. Come in, base camp.
Scooby. Scooby.
Me and the Scoopster like found a clue.
Scooby-Doo meets Jake Paul.
It's like a toy tag.
Jake Paul just walks into a forest and Scooby-Doo is hanging from the tree.
Nope, no Dagwood dogs yet. Did I say Dagwood dogs? It's like I meant screams.
Sure, Shaggy. Keep on around.
Do you reckon she's onto it, Scoob? Oh boy.
I think this game is neat. I think this game is neat. This also reminds me a lot of the, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs video game, which, by the way, is one of few video games I've given a 10 out of 10.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo!
Brave and the Bold. Oh, yeah, that...
Oh man, not more.
That
Come on.
comedy Batman series. Batman does not eat nachos!
Man, I am like so.
That's all I know about Brave and the
But
Bold.
they're so
That and the
good.
Wii game was developed by WayForward and is apparently very good. That's all I know.
Ah, this is fun.
Ah, Spooky Swamp only has the swamp as a hub world. Ah. That's a relief. I was worried the whole game would take place in a swamp, because that would be boring. Like, this game has already had two very different environments, you know? Stylized, charming environments. Each with their own enemy archetypes, you know.
No. Ah, this is fun. Ah. How?
I love these little jack-o'-lantern dudes. They're so cool. Let's see, to get up there. This is going to be a minor enemy later.
Level together.
Lever together. Yeah, I skipped the opening cutscene, but it basically starts outside of the Mystery Inc. building. Velma Sumo. Not sure how I feel about that. Come on, Scooby.
Right there it is, Scoob. Dead ahead. Snack Shack, here we come.
Oh, I love these fake stitches. They're so cool. They're the cutest thing ever. They should totally make a plushie of them.
But they're so good. Will you let go of me?
If they remastered this game, they should totally, you know, sell it with a plushie of them. Live action Lilo and Stitch. Oh, I wince. I watched Lilo and Stitch, yeah, for the first time this year. Like, first time ever.
Like if
And,
it's good enough for Scooby-Doo,
it was a good
it's
film.
enough for me,
I was
too.
impressed. I was totally immersed. You know it's a good film when I put the phone down. Cyber Chase I love. I think Cat Icarus was extremely unfair about both the Cyber Chase video game and film. They're both way better than, you know, know, it's not the spindly Johnny. It's actually pretty good. I understand that being a cynic and making fun of things on the internet makes a lot of money. But, you know, it wouldn't hurt to try and enjoy things for once. Right? Shots fired. Moving on. Return to Zombie Island. Is that like the return of the Hex Girls? Because, you know, the Hex Girls are like one of the best things to ever happen to Scooby-Doo. I love me some Hex Girls. And every Halloween, the Hex Girls come up in conversation. They top the list of like sexiest Halloween characters every year, right? And rightfully so. They are gorgeous.
Where have you been all my life?
What's new, Scooby-Doo? Ooh.
Step away from the sandwich.
Well, we couldn't let innocent hot dogs just go to waste.
Oh, that's some hot dog. Tell you what, if you make one of them for me, I'll let you off.
Yeah, I like this guy. Step away from the sandwich. No, Go fuck yourself.
Oh, man, solid ground.
Sorry I shook you guys up.
We came here to help. We're Mystery Inc. Our friends are out searching for the non-edible type clues.
Oh, if they want to find clues, they should be heading for the haunted house. Haunted?
Daphne joins the Hex Girls. Oh, 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 that sounds so hot. Oh, I definitely need that in my life.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
2,500.
Velma, we've been on every ride in the place, and we haven't found anything.
Look at her.
I know exactly what I need to find. Something to turn
Each
my
costume,
stomach right
yeah,
side
it really does have its own, like, animations and moves.
Hey! More for the scoop.
This is doing, Velma a disservice, though. This is so stupid. That is the jump noise from... That is the jump noise from Gex. I didn't get that cart. Sorry, I'm anal about getting as many Scooby snacks as possible. You know, when you know, Micro Bikini Daphne shows up on the costumes, I need to be able to afford her. You're old? What does that make me? Practically ancient! Ah, yes, I noticed I just got a Discord notification. That's from you. Okay.
Take that.
Just Velma running around like wooden shoes on.
These things never give out clues.
Giant fundoshi. One thing this is missing, though, compared to, like, the LEGO games that it's copying from, it's missing the true Jedi meter, you know? To tell you how close you are to getting enough Scooby snacks to fill the bar. This Velma doesn't have a ranged weapon. Unless it's on the B button. And she doesn't have a dash instead. No, she has a dash, so... She doesn't have a ranged weapon. Daphne doesn't have a ranged weapon either. Whoa!
Yep, slippery.
Come in, Mystery Inc. Shaggy-Doo and Scooby-Doo with news of a clue.
Velma here. Over.
Okay, Velma, we've kinda got some good news and some bad news.
Okay, shoot.
The park security guard told us where to find clues. That's the good news.
Jeez! Where? Tell us.
Well, like, that's the bad news. A haunted house.
Okay then, Daphne. Next stop, the haunted house.
More baloney, Scooby-Doo.
Who was that? What are you two doing? You're not eating again, are you?
Gotta go now. Roger, over and out. See you, Velma.
They're eating again. Can't believe those two. Scooby-Doo episode that scared you. How much Scooby-Doo is there? Like, because it felt like the show was on TV all the time, right? But old cartoons like that, they tended to have a batch of episodes that were just replayed over and over. Like, let's say if I started casually watching Scooby-Doo now, could I feasibly get through, like, all Scooby-Doo in the... before the end of the year? In the space of a year? Okay. That's an interesting glitch. If you consumed only Scooby-Doo. Tons of series. Is there, like, Scooby-Doo minus the filler? The thing about a show like Scooby-Doo is there's no real, like, overarching plot, right?
This does what?
Flight check.
Scooby-Doo, where are you? And then, you know, see how I feel from there. I'm just thinking the kind of YouTube content I watch is the kind of YouTube content that's very easy to make. And it's basically, I watched all of Scooby-Doo. And then it's some asshole talking to camera about watching every Scooby-Doo.
Jinkies, Daphne.
Like, that kind of
Sounds like
content's
we've
got to be
got
pretty easy to make, right?
Slippery.
And it's an excuse to watch something that otherwise I wouldn't have sat down and watched. I guess, spoilers, I have a Saw tier list in the works. Because of course I do. Nine hours and 12 minutes.
Halt! Who dares to enter my town?
Your town?
Who are you?
Velma and Daphne of Mystery Inc.
And who the heck are you?
Jackie
I
and
am
Scooby-Doo get a
Numbers.
clue
I
and
keep
Mystery
the
Inc.
streets clean with my super awesome
So they're ones with a
gadgets.
plot
You
that carries on.
Cute.
They're coming. Never fear. Numbers is...
Time to put this suit to use.
Someone on character design was definitely inspired by Rugrats for the clowns and Lilo and Stitch for the teddy bears. Like, these clowns have a real Klasky Chupo feel to them, you know?
We're on this. Come on, let's find the haunted house. How will Scooby eat all these?
In the sense that, like, those clowns are very, like, scary looking. Like, how a child might imagine a clown if they're scared of clowns. Also reminds me a little bit of, like, Bart Simpson's clown bed. Hello, Joe! Was that Simpsons clown bed scene a reference to Carrie? They're all gonna laugh at you! I'm sorry, Cassie. You know. Ian helps us play! Hello, Joe! Like, is it a direct reference to Carrie? I'll have to watch the episode back on director's commentary and see if they mention Carrie. Hey, you watch Simpsons on Disney Plus, right, Draven? Can you watch the director's commentary on Disney Plus? Like under extras or something like that. It was funny and they used it as many times as they needed to fill out the length of the episode. You can't watch with commentary on Disney Plus. You know, that's another reason why digital, you know, isn't as good as physical. You know, physical gives you something that digital doesn't. And that's director's commentary. Jack-o'-lanterns. Destroy. Destroy. This area is really just like unsettling. It's been churned out on and off since 1969. I know there was a DVD box set you could get in the shape of the Mystery Machine. I kind of wanted it, but I couldn't justify getting it.
Can they eat this many?
Wow, this place is a lot of fun, isn't it? To bring back the Gex comparisons, the second level of Gex 3D is like this. Comics from De Agostini. Toy detector.
Jeepers, can they eat this many?
Jeepers, jeepers, creepers, where'd you get those peepers? Hey, that's a long-running horror movie franchise I could watch through next after Saw. Currently, I'm looking at doing Wrong Turn, Final Destination, Jeepers Creepers. Oh my god! A new waifu just dropped. Do we got a health vending option in this room? No. Okay. Okay. Rich Evans laugh. I was thinking about making that my message tone. The Rich Evans laugh.
Well, actually, we just met a boy vigilante. He says he's here to clean the streets. Be careful. His technological knowledge definitely makes him a suspect.
Thanks, Velma. I'll keep an eye out for him. Anything else?
Yep, he dropped a clue. A toy detector. It should come in handy.
Good work, girls. Find out.
He dropped the toy detector? No, we found it in the haunted house.
I've got to pull the levers at the same time.
He just did pull the levers at the same time. I love these dolls! I've just noticed they're twin tails as well! Oh! Twin-tailed dolls. I love them. The art design for this episode in particular is just really good. Just then, Matzo felt a shudder. If I look over into the corner of my room right now, I know where the creepy doll I bought from the charity shop is, but I can't see it. It's too dark to see the creepy doll, but I know it's staring at me. Behind me is a skull, but I think the darkness has actually hidden the skull really well. And there's a creepy doll that always follows you. It's got a crazy smile and one eye open.
Scooby-Doo is gonna love me.
She says Scooby-Doo's gonna love her. I've seen that Flash animation. Scooby-Doo may be responsible for getting you into horror. Well, I had a creepy feeling earlier today when I went out for a walk. Oh, now is the time of year to share, like, creepy stories and, you know, moments you felt uncomfortable, like someone was watching you. This is the time of year for that kind of fun. If you feel comfortable, share away. Haha! Okay, you just go straight down if you jump off. Tushy sunshine. Ooh. I was walking home, I got some weird feeling that this guy was following me and stalking me. Was he playing I Can't Get to Sleep? I worry over the implications.
Troublemaker.
We're diving in too deep. Like the first episode of season 2 of Scrubs, yeah. Colin Hay. Especially at night, I worry over situations that I know will be alright. It's just overkill. Near the entrance to someone's apartment building, there was this fast food. At some point, a weirdo which was spending time there accosted me when I was walking the dog, and somehow he knew your name. He knew where you went to school.
Yep,
figured I was into programming and asked me if I liked programming, hugged me tight, and then spilled a whole plan about hacking into a bank. Then it turns out he was responsible for some, like, major bank hack. And I had no idea why it was like this. Maybe he was broadcasting his music to multiple people who happened to have their radio on or whatever. So that's here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. That's Simon and Garfunkel, I think. You changed your dog walking hour so you didn't bump into the guy again. And then you buried that memory deep inside. And I just brought it up again. I'm so sorry. Cuckoo, Mrs. Robinson. Sushi's getting freaked out by guitar. Wah-ah-ah. Put it in the cupboard next to your cupcakes. Fucking bitch. That's how it goes, isn't it? What's Simon and Garfunkel, wasn't it? Mrs. Robinson? Not a slow song, it's a, you know, upbeat song. It was written for The Graduate, which I've never seen. But I've seen plenty of things that reference and parody The Graduate, like American Pie. It's probably in The Simpsons somewhere. That's it, the pantry. That's where she keeps her cupcakes. Put them in the pantry. Wow, what's with all the weird background sound in this game? I'm getting creeped out. Oh god. There's some weird mechanical noises in the background here that are really doing a number on me in these headphones. Maybe I've allowed myself to become susceptible to spookiness. Maybe I've allowed myself to get into spooked mode. So, is the song called It Must Be Love? Yeah, I think that was the name of the song. It's far from my favorite Madness song. I'm familiar with it, of course. But I'm later Madness, you know? I'm Johnny the Horse. I'm Love Struck Fallen for a Lamppost, you know? That's my preferred era of Madness. Return of Lost Palmers 7 is a very nice instrumental. Of course, I like some of the classics like Cardiac Arrest, Nightboat to Cairo, you know. Yeah, I'm getting creeped out a little bit. It's all this horror talk. Playing this game in the dark, having it on in headphones, but that's exactly what this time of year is about. I live just down the road from the, like, most haunted town in, like, the UK. Would you believe I've never been? like to bring a change to that this year. Of course, I wouldn't be able to go during Halloween, because the place is pretty much on lockdown during Halloween.
Need your help here. Lever to pull.
Like to check it out this year. Go there for the first time. See what's there. Apparently there's a nice pub there. You live near the most haunted wood in the Great Britain. I've made up my mind. Oh, don't say that. No, I'm terrified. Right, I can afford Sumo Velma. As opposed to Pseudo Velma. Yo! Is that like Daphne with a guitar? Shit. That's hot. Oh, wrong button. What makes it so haunted? So, without doxing myself, I could probably go ahead and drop the name of this town. Look it up. It's a place called Pluckley. It's one of those places that's haunted because everyone says it's haunted. Pluckley. P-L-U-C-K-L-E-Y, I think? I've never been. I've always wanted to go. I'm going to make an exception this year. I'm going to go visit the place, even if only for a day. See what's there. You know, I hear there's a nice pub there. Check out some of the haunted landmarks. Shit. Missed the medallion. Wow. I fell in the drink like 15 times there. First images of the church graveyard. Right. I had a weird dream this morning. I was looking for something, found it, and it was guarded by lasers, but I ignored them and went through and the alarm went off. I can't remember what happened next. I had a weird dream once, and I don't remember much about the dream itself, but I remember about how I woke up, right? It was sort of weird. Like, there was this vertical portal, right, that I walked into, and then I felt my body rotate. Right? I felt my body rotate down to horizontal. And that's when I realized I was in bed. I felt my orientation change from dream to reality in bed. And that's always stuck with me. I am of the belief that, like, the science goes against this, obviously, but I'm of the belief of there being, like, a dream world, a subconscious, if you will, that exists, that maybe is linked with everyone else's, maybe isn't. I mean, most likely isn't, let's be realistic, but, that's why I find, like, Persona 5's,
More of them?
like, palaces so fascinating, because they very much key into that sort of, like, there is a world within your mind. I'm sure that... Oh, there is a classic Top Gear episode where they go to Pluckley. Ooh. Might have to watch that one. Yeah, I feel like, you know, there's places that we go to in our dreams, and those places reoccur, right? You'll go somewhere in your dream, and then maybe a month, 2 months, a year, maybe longer, you go back to one of these places that you've previously dreamed of, that you know isn't a real place. Oh wow, toy soldiers. You know it isn't a real place. You know it's a place that you fabricated. But yet, the return to that place feels nostalgic. It feels like a memory of a place that you have a fondness towards. You have almost a nostalgia for this place that you've only ever dreamed of.
Ever think it's funny that they're called Scooby Snacks?
How weird would it be if you went somewhere in real life that you had never been and you remember it as a place from your dreams? You're welcome.
You can have some of mine.
If you don't want to sleep ever again, I'm more than happy to provide further creepy commentary. Lovecraft. You know, I still haven't read a Lovecraft story. I probably should. I'd probably get a kick out of like the Innsmouth.
Take that.
Oh, steal the idea by all means. You know, put a special thanks in there somewhere. Yeah, when you dream you're in a place and the place doesn't match up with the reality. Yeah, I get that. I remember that once. I dreamed I was in my hometown and I couldn't find my way home. And I tried to ring the home phone number and I got no response. And I was in streets that I did not recognize. But I know my hometown by the back of my hand, right? I know. Oh, this is the Lost Mr. Bean episode that you dreamed up. This Mr. Bean pilot that never existed. You've shared this before. This is fascinating. That there's a Lost Mr. Bean pilot out there that exists only in Sushi's dreams. Oh, my dreams are gonna be fucked tonight. I might as well eat a block of cheddar before I go to bed. Just to make them even more messed up.
I could move that.
Well, they say truth is stranger than fiction, right? That whole, like, areas in dreams leading onto areas, you know, doors and paths leading onto areas that they shouldn't, always fascinates me. Because that's something that you would never get away with in a movie. Or a television show. But for some reason, right, there's something about the power of dreams as a storytelling method compared to movies and films, where that kind of nonsensical environment design is fine. To your brain, it's fine. But if you were watching a movie, you'd go, there's no way a door from a school could lead onto an airfield. That's stupid. But in a dream, you're there, you're in it, you're invested, and that feels real and believable in the moment. Like, if you could channel that in films or in movies, if you could make people believe that nonsense, if you could basically get a viewer or a reader invested in your story the same way that your dreams can get you invested in a story, I mean, if I ever became a writer, that would be what I would be trying to do. You know? I would be trying to get...
Up I go.
I'd be trying to get the viewers or readers as invested in the story as they would be in a dream. And that might be tricky to do, considering, you know, that dreams have the added benefit of, you know, controlling your body's, like, chemical composition, you know, to put you in a susceptible state whereby that kind of nonsense storytelling can be so believable to you in the moment. You wouldn't have that unless you, like, created a pill or something that forced somebody into that state. Like, I don't know, if you took, like, NyQuil, you know, you might be able to get someone in that susceptible state. Yeah, dream logic is... It's such a fascinating thing.
That was me.
I've seen dream logic applied in, like, movies, and applied well. You know. That, I had a dream about Mika Kikuchi and or Ayumi Kiyoshita. When you say, like, Ayumi, like, I'm thinking, like, Yumi, like, I immediately go, like, Yumi and Ami. I go, like, Puffy Ami Yumi. My brain is always looking for an excuse to tie things back to Puffy Ami Yumi. I'm always looking for an excuse to tie things back to Puffy Ami Yumi. These levels are long! They really eased us in with the first world, huh? Well, yeah, that's what I've heard, right? That you can't create a face.
Uh-oh, here we go.
I mean, that's what I've heard. But I'm not so sure. I mean... just go in your web browser to "this person does not exist." Because that's exactly what AI is doing. It's remixing people that do exist to create people that don't exist.
Just a few more.
Mooning during the live performance. When I was a young teen, I had this weird dream. There was some kind of live show going on. There was just this model just showing off everything on stage. And it's always stuck with me. Just a little. Because it was so absurd.
This better do something.
Now, I've never had, like, art styles mixed in a game, in a dream, do you know what I mean? Like,
Stay down.
it's very rare for me to dream in, like, a video game style. I guess because I'm always in control when I'm playing a video game. And in dreams, of course, unless you train yourself to be lucid during dreaming, which can be achieved, unless you train yourself to be lucid, you know, your dreams are very much you as a spectator, right? Well, actually, I'm curious about this, because for me, dreams, I'm mostly a spectator. I feel like I'm in control, but everything happens around me. Is that the same for you guys, or do you, like, when you dream, do you feel more in control of your dreams?
I'd have to jump to get that.
So I always wondered if it differs from person to person. Depends on the dream. From time to time, I'm in control. And I always, when I am, I always take the dream somewhere where I can do things that I would never have the ability to do in real life. To sort of almost test out theories. To explore feelings. But it's so rare that I get to do that. I'm almost always a spectator. Everything happens around me. If I'm in a dream with other people, they're the ones calling the shots on what we do. Oh, we should go here, we should do this, we should talk to this person. I don't really get a say. I suppose to a certain extent, that kind of relates to my everyday life. In a lot of ways, people around me call the shots.
Scooby can have some of mine.
Very rarely am I the one in control, because I often feel like I'm scared to be in control. Oh my god. I am uncovering so much today about myself. Now here's a thought. What if people who are lucid dreaming are only being made to believe that they're lucid dreaming because they're in a dream? Help? Stop this ride, I want to get off. The physical sensation out of a dream one time. I was dropped in the middle of the plot of a dream, but was somehow in a relationship with a girl named Bella, and I genuinely felt kissing. Yeah, I've experienced things in a dream. Sensations, shall we say. I mean, everything in your body is happening at the whim of your dream, right? Your dream can control, you know, the endorphins and everything else that's going on, right? So, you know, it's up to your dream whether or not you feel the sensation of something, the taste of something, the smell of something. Yeah, nude in public dreams are common. Quite often, I mean, I would say that's a healthy dream to have, because, you know, if you were nude in public and you didn't feel uncomfortable about it, that would say a lot about you, right? Yeah, nude in public, falling dreams. Sometimes when I'm trying to get to sleep, I'll have like a falling dream and I will wake up and then I'll just go back to sleep.
Keep 'em coming.
I'll tell you what my most commonly recurring dream is, and I've told this before. My most recurring dream, like type of dream, is I go to a shop, or a charity shop, or a boot fair, or something like that, right? Or a charity shop. And I find something rare or strange. And I buy it. I have the money in my wallet, and I buy it. I'm like, I can't wait to get home and play this. And then I realize I'm in a dream. That is my most commonly recurring dream. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my most common dream. That happens twice a week. On average. Yeah. Yeah, for real. I'll find something I want. I'll buy it. It'll often be something I've made up that I have never seen before. Some, like, rare release of something.
Up I go.
I'd be like, wow, I really want this. I go to buy it.
Scooby will love these.
I'm like, yeah, can't wait to get home and play this. I'm so glad this isn't a dream. So I can go home and play this, and then the alarm goes off or whatever. That's my most reoccurring. So sometimes it's things that do exist, but quite a lot of the time it's stuff that doesn't exist. Like, there's one I distinctly remember, a charity shop that was almost like the layout of the Datadyne Institute for Perfect Art.
Scooby, Shaggy, come in.
Hi, Fred. Like, where are you guys?
And
We're heading to the toy factory.
in one of the rooms there was like a load of people selling games, and there was like the Return of Shinobi
Head to the toy.
on like Game Boy or Game Boy Color. Of course, it was never released on that platform, but and I've dreamt of finding like bootlegs of like, here's a weird Bleach bootleg that's like Grand Theft Auto, but it's Bleach characters.
Stay down.
And I'm like, oh, I can't wait to play this, and then, you know. Of course, I wake up and I can't play this amazing bootleg that sounds like it's going to be an absolute laugh. And sometimes the shops are in places where shops no longer are. Like, quite often the hollowed out Netto in Canterbury. That no longer exists. That's all student housing now. But, there'll be that hollowed out Netto. Because I remember when that place was shutting down, right? I remember what those empty shelves looked like. That gave my brain a perfect blueprint with which to fill with dream imagery. Heroic Dinosaur Hunter on the PS1. It probably looked like that canned GBA port. Just saw a
Who's
Bleach
there?
record.
Show yourself.
That's crazy.
Evening, children. To you, to you.
Yeah, evening to you,
Creepy.
to you too.
Tim Toiler, that's the name. Friendly town citizen. Completely sane.
Glad you think so.
We're trying to find the toy maker.
Ah,
The toy maker, what a great man. They say they might have to shut down the amusement park.
We won't let that happen. I haven't even been on a ride yet.
So, the toy maker?
Everyone here knows him, loved by all.
Is that Cam
He
Clark
was
as well?
the town hero. There was going to be a statue, but they couldn't do him justice.
Can you take us to the toy maker's factory?
If you think I can, that's my plan. Follow my friendly
Is this
followers.
Willy Wonka
Follow.
limey fuck? That's your entrance to the back rooms.
Up here.
I haven't dreamt of the back rooms yet. I'm sure, given the amount of creepy YouTube videos I watch, it'll happen.
What? Where'd he go? He was just here.
I don't care. Let's get to this factory. The whole town's full of weirdos. Daphne here. Velma, are you there?
Velma here. What is it, Daphne? Over.
We
An
just
empty
met the
water park.
strangest man. Tim Toiler, a real nut
Oh,
job.
that reminds me of something, actually. There is an abandoned water
And
park
Vigilante Boy
where
is
you can
packing
go
some
to
serious
play
firepower.
airsoft.
Yeah, but he didn't stick around long enough to chat.
It's either airsoft or paintball.
Sounds like him.
Well, we're all heading to the toy factory. We'll meet you there.
Okay, see you soon. Velma out.
Ooh, these snacks are tasty.
Yeah, you went to go find the shop and it had disappeared. That's spooky. It's kind of like in creepypastas where, they go to return the game to the guy they bought it from, and his stall isn't there. What's with that laughter? This game is so unnerving. The art design,
Ah, Scooby snacks.
the sound design. This is actually freaking me the hell out, and so is this conversation, to be fair. Oh, it's these cute dolls. It's like SCP as well. There was a time when Secure Containment Protocol was scary. But that, I think, is oversaturated as well. That and the moderation of SCP has killed any, you know, creativity.
Keep them coming. Regroup! Regroup!
It was around about the time you had, like, the SCP that was a keyhole that was apparently, you know, like, sexually attractive. That was around about the time I kind of tuned out from SCP. I've definitely convinced myself things are true in dreams and they haven't been true. I've also gaslit myself into believing things that are incorrect even though I know they're incorrect. It ultimately depends what kind of mood my psyche is in, you know? wonder if they had access to the Hanna-Barbera sound library for this game. Yeah, I've been wrong about a few things. You know, like misremembered a few things, and then
Looks like we've drained it.
just been stunned by,
Flying. Cool.
like, unsure how I could even be so wrong. How I could even misremember something so important. It's like that Lego City Undercover game. I had beaten it. I had 100% beaten it on the Wii U. But I had forgotten so much of that game. It wasn't even funny.
Mistake.
We add new things we don't intend to add, and we forget things that were once really important to us. That sounds about right.
Flying. Cool.
It was on Starbreeze's proprietary engine. It was a Starbreeze tile. Well, to a certain extent, you remember things differently, and if something scared you, you'll remember it being scarier than it was. I mean, that's a given, right?
Flying. Cool. Scooby-Doo.
Oh, look at Spaceman Shaggy.
Yeah, just like skating, man.
Oh, he's got a double jump jetpack. Oh, this gun's handy. This entire level has a very dreamlike feeling to it. I've definitely dreamt I've played Doom before. Doom... Yeah, okay. There was a time I was quite into Doom mapping. Like, Doom wadding. And I would often dream that I was making Doom maps. Like, a lot. Matzo, just a word of warning, there are dull enemies in this level, so Proceed with caution. Gaming. I know that shit terrifies you, so just giving you a heads up.
Scooby, man! Scooby snack! Bring on the feast!
Cryostasis. That's a game that's been on my playlist for so long. I bought it on GOG. Like, I want to say over a decade ago. Like, easily when I was back at college. Or uni. There is so much going on in the ears in this game. I wonder if someone at Taurus Games was fucking around with, like, binaural audio. If I take the sound effects from this game and put them in an oscilloscope, will I see Baphomet? One of these days I'll just, you know, get round to actually playing Cryostasis. We'll see how we do for spooky streams, you know, for timing. Since we're starting a week early, we might eventually get an extra game in during spooky streams. In which case, I vote Cryostasis if it's short. Some of the instruments in the music sound really close. Do you have the entire Spooky Streams lineup set list? Yes. I have this year's games all set and ready to go. Scooby-Doo vs. Frights. Scooby-Doo, the Spooky Swamp. Control. Raging Loop. In Sound Mind. Splatterhouse. I think there's a couple of others, and I'm drawing a blank on exactly which ones they are. Splatterhouse is far from a good game. Daphne Rockstar. Oh, fuck yes! Hot! Rockstar Daphne. Okay, so Splatterhouse's biggest sin is that it's boring, right? If you can get over how boring Splatterhouse is, I think you'd dig it. It's edgy for edge's sake, you know? But it's funny, it's gory, and it's boring. I like it enough. How many more rockets do we need? It's body horror. It's very visceral. Yeah, the 2010 Splatterhouse. It's very visceral. Oh, and there's porn in it. There's unlockable porn. So that gets my seal of approval.
If it's good enough for Scooby-Doo, it's good enough for me too.
Was it? Yeah, I was about to say. I haven't played it, so I wouldn't know, but... The 2010 Splatterhouse has unlockable Polaroids of Jennifer, Rick's girlfriend, in various states of undress. The Japanese version of the game has some, like, blood censorship on the photos, like covering her personal spaces. Whereas, the other regions, the game is uncensored, so... That Texas Chainsaw Massacre game is an asymmetrical multiplayer game, right? In which case, no, it's unlikely I will play it. I'm not an asymmetrical multiplayer kind of person. If If it turns out the game has like a story mode that isn't multiplayer, then I will check it out. Oh, some lucky viewers are getting ads right now. It's every half hour on the half hour. Splatterhouse, Captain America, and Never Dead. Have. Captain America I streamed briefly. On a drunk birthday stream one year. And, Never Dead I played through in full. Never Dead is an interesting game. I like it very much. Because, I mean, at its core, it's just utter weird Konami bullshit. And yet, it's developed by Rebellion. You know, Star Wars Battlefront, like classic Star Wars Battlefront Rebellion. And Never Dead's just got this weird subplot going on, where the main character is, I suppose this isn't spoilers, the main character is like a 1,000-year-old pharaoh. Or several thousand-year-old pharaoh. Who is supposed to end up shacking up with the reincarnated princess, who is this pop singer. Oh, Wet is an interesting game. Maybe one day I'll sit down with Wet and give it another chance. I wasn't really into it back when it came out, but I might appreciate sort of like the grindhousey nonsense it's going for nowadays. Like, any game that gives you a Tarantino-y feeling, like, can't be bad, right? Toymaker's Top Hat. Never Dead's got, like, a musical number on the credits that is a proper B-Marnie song that has appeared in other Konami, like, dancing games and shit, right?
Ruby, man! Scooby snacks! Like a lever, man!
Lever together.
Lever together.
Hey, Daphne! Come in, Daphne!
This is Daphne. What is it, boys?
Scooby found the coolest hat ever. Could it be a clue?
A hat? What kind of hat?
Like a tall hat?
Shaggy, you're a genius. That's Tim Toiler's hat. But why is it in a toy factory? He must be in trouble.
Of course he's in trouble. If I lost a hat this cool, my mom would kill me too.
Oh,
boy.
Is he in danger, or is he the person powering the big-ass robot? Well, I wasn't expecting to play this for 3 hours.
Sorry. Like, where have you been all my life? Heaven.
This is another piece of music where the instruments in the right ear are very close. To the point where it sets off my... It's almost like an auto-meridian sensory response, right? Oh, sorry, an auto-sensory meridian response. In the sense of, like... It feels like it's in close proximity to me. Whoever worked on the sound for this game probably didn't get anywhere near the recognition they deserve for it. Because it is making me feel totes uncomfortable. This reminds me of a part from Toy Story 3 video game, when you're getting into Emperor Zurg's lair. It's like tight corridors like this. If I have to jump on, like, circular platforms that are a different color, that's when I'll know that one game copied the other. Oh boy, it's these things. It's the Rugrats clowns. Not so scary when you're a spaceman. 5 rockets. Really? 5 rockets to kill those? That's absurd. They're so classic cheapo in their design. They freak me out. Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Dooby-Doo, Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Time for a shaggy jump attack.
Definitely close to the end of the level, because they're padding it out with a full-on enemy endurance round.
Shaggy jump attack.
No dolls? No bitches? Velma Rockstar. Oh, sorry, Daphne Rockstar. The hair's a bit weird. Oh.
Jeepers! I could make that device work.
It's an interesting look. Not quite what I was hoping for. Oh, this music's good. Oh god. Shouldn't double jump there. Single jump. Right, double jump. Double jump. Single jump. I'm slowly noticing the metal parts coming off these as I'm damaging them. So I'm getting visual feedback. Does seem a bit slow though, in terms of like actually dealing damage to this thing.
Scooby-Doo is gonna love me.
About halfway done. Well, in terms of overall damage, about halfway done.
From above, Buster.
Wonder if there's some crazy strat. Yeah. I had a weird thought occur to me, like, you know, speed run? But I was like, nah. Okay, phase 2. I don't even need to shoot it at this point, like, I do damage from deflecting the missiles as well. Wow, the background's creepy. There's one of those, symbol monkeys. Yeah, there's a lot of padding going on. But in the last phase, there's always a lot of just like being able to wail, which feels good. That's satisfying, building you up to that process where you can just then wail on the enemy. Who is it? It's Tim Toiler.
Let's see if this mechanical menace has a master. Tim Toiler?
That's right. Tim, the Toy Man Toiler.
Snappy nickname.
It's actually quite simple, Mr. Smithers. Once the new
Mr.
amusement park
Smithers?
opened, all the kids were too
You're
busy
quite
with the
good
new
at
rides
turning
and arcade
me
machines.
on.
And Mr. Toiler just plain got jealous.
Nobody wanted to play with his toys anymore.
Like I know where I'd be, 'cause you can't buy Dagwood dogs at a toy stand.
So he sent out terrifying toys to scare the locals away from the amusement park.
And he would have gotten away with it, too, if it weren't for you kids.
Yeah, thanks.
We can't take all the credit, sir.
Oh, Daphne
We had a
and
little help along the way.
that kid.
Yeah, well, who better to help catch an evil toy maker than his former apprentice?
Ooh,
Now that things are safe, I'll be making some new toys.
great. We'll be back here to check them out. Yikes!
Phew.
Right now, we'll be checking those out.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo!
Dagwood dogs. The Dippy dog. New costumes are available for purchase. Still not quite sure what they actually do.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo! Scooby-Dooby-Doo!
Well, thank you very much for joining me for the first spooky streams of the year. Pretty cool. I'm now gonna try and, like, ease myself back into a state of comfort before trying to drift off to sleep after the conversations we've been having tonight. But yes, I will sort out some kind of basic lighting arrangement in here for the spooky streams for the future. It feels good to start this a week early. Just like get into the swing of things. It really has helped, you know, just... It's helped me vent my spleen, you know. I've been a bit piqued recently by everything that's going on, so... just being able to come here and enjoy quite a decent little game and just get a conversation going has helped no end with my mood and outlook, so thank you for that. I know I've got some potentially bad news tomorrow morning, so we'll see where the day takes us. So once again, thank you. Until next time, if we live that long, take care. Bye-bye. I don't have an outro screen, do I? Ooh.